But we do have a lot of them on the other side of the state. Pickens County just got a report in Mac-Shan about 45 minutes ago. Hail was accumulated to about 2 inches deep on the ground. That storm is now moving southeast across the western edge of Tuscaloosa County, far southeastern Pickens County. It's just past Benevola, and now it's coming down toward Knoxville and Jena and Union and Utah, and then Hale County. You may be next in line to get a severe thunderstorm warning. Moundville down to Havana. The hail with this has just been incredible to look at on radar. One way that we typically look to see if there's hail is using something that we normally look at during tornado situations, and that is for debris. It's not debris, but what we're looking for are things in the atmosphere that don't look like other things, like all this is nice and smooth. That's rain. But you get here to Tuscaloosa, Pickens, and northern Greene County, especially that spot right over Benevola. That is some incredibly large hail that's falling right now, possibly up to the size of tennis balls. And that is shifting down south. You can see the difference between the NexRad and the live. So what was over Benevola is now right here just to the north of Knoxville. A severe thunderstorm warning continues for Pickens County for that storm that is again close to Ethelsville and Mac-Shan, but this one is a little farther south this time. It's down below Highway 82. So as it's tracking, it's more than likely going to move right in toward the Carrollton area. See Willie Wright Road, Jim Dill Road, Pine Grove Road, Spring Hill Road. Those are some of the communities that are likely to be impacted there through about say 6:50 to 6:55. A severe thunderstorm warning no longer in effect for Talladega County, but we do have one for Clay County in East Alabama as more hail is possible with some of these storms that are approaching Ashland and Lineville and Cragford. I think this is going to stay a little bit north of Mellow Valley, but it could come pretty close right there into downtown Ashland and Lineville. The storm that's over Talladega County also tracking that direction. And then we have what's going on in Metro Birmingham, and there's a lot of lightning with this. The lightning output has been pretty impressive so far from the storms that are happening right here in the metro. We had hail up around Morris and Pinson just a bit ago. That storm is weakened, but this one is likely to keep the Barons from getting that first pitch off maybe before 8 or 9 p.m. because there's more rain to go back behind this out to the west. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight, although as the storms start moving south of Tuscaloosa, I think a lot of the counties here in West Alabama may be able to be cleared from that. So severe thunderstorm warnings across central Alabama. Otherwise, just some locally heavy storms in progress. Here's how we think it's going to work out. Storms ending through 8 p.m. to the north, through 10 p.m. from Birmingham south, and I think by the time they get down toward Montgomery and Haneyville and Auburn, all that action will be fizzling out somewhat, and we'll be looking to see what comes through the day tomorrow with more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms expected. Our 7-day forecast is looking, again, very similar to the weather that we have had around here lately. As we work through the end of this week and into the weekend, we've noticed a lot of heavy downpours, obviously, so the more of this rain that we add to the picture, the more significant some flash flooding issues could become. There is a flash flood warning in effect for Pickens County right now. You look at Saturday here, the high about 89 degrees. An impact day again, but this impact day is mainly south of the Birmingham area, Greene, Hale, down toward Perry, Bibb, Chilton, Tuscaloosa, Pickens counties, some of the same places that have been hit day after day this week. But anywhere around here, especially tomorrow afternoon, we could see a few healthy thunderstorms popping up here and there. More strong storms are expected on Sunday, and these could come in 2 waves. And right now, we think it's most likely that the first wave of intense storms may pass a little south of the Birmingham area. So round wave, southern central Alabama. Round 2 would be more scattered storms that come through from around noon to midnight. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, more in the way of scattered storms, highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s.